First Thessalonians is written by Paul, and Philippians is written by Paul, right? So they're both written by Paul. It's kind of the same kind of passage. He's saying to the church in Thessalonica, he's saying to those guys, listen, choose joy. Be joyful always. He's saying, continually talk to God. Be in communication with God. Do everything, have a heart of thanksgiving. He's talking here to the church of Philippi, and he's saying similar things to them, right? He's saying, listen, stop grumbling and stop complaining and stop moaning and groaning about what's going on. Why? Because you don't have a right to? No, he didn't say that. He says, so you'll shine like stars in the universe. And that's not where the period's at. So you shine like stars in the universe when you hold out the word of life. See, it's all about the mission. It's not you don't have a right to be grumpy, but when you're grumpy, you look like everyone else. You look like the darkness. You blend into the darkness when you're grumpy. You blend into the darkness when you say stupid stuff on social media. You blend into the darkness when you just go through the list of stuff. But when you choose not to, when you choose to speak life, when you choose to speak hope, when you choose to speak light, you're going to shine, like it says, like stars in the darkness. And the point of that is not for the star. Because we talked about this, in the previous series about how if you see light in the darkness, everyone's drawn toward the light. When you shine like a star in the night, the idea is that people are be drawn toward that. But the reason it says is as you hold out the word of life, the gospel, the good news of Jesus. When Mr. Grumpy Pants tries to tell you about Jesus, he could tell you all the facts, but there's no power in that. When Mr. My head's not right, my heart's not right tells you about Jesus, he could tell you all the facts, but there's no power in that. When Mr. Ungrateful, I complain all the time, wants to tell you about Jesus, he can tell you all the facts correctly. But there is no power in that. But when we choose joy, even when we're not happy, when we choose continual communication with the living God, because he's with us all the time, when we choose to be grateful regardless of the circumstance, not grateful for the circumstance, but grateful in the midst of the circumstance, we will shine like a star in the darkness. And people be drawn toward that. And then when we get ready to tell them about Jesus, we get ready to tell them what hope is like, we get ready to tell them where our hope comes from, where our joy comes from, where our peace comes from, where our gratitude comes from, then there is power in that.